Moto Scout, exploring life on two wheels.
Welcome back, moto friends, and welcome to summer. As if to prove it was summer, the past couple days we've had 90-degree temps, only broken up by thunderstorms, which caught me on the way home from work today. It has dried up out here, so I thought I'd get out and film a little bit before it rained the next couple days as well. Well, you know how they say people and their pets begin to look alike? Well, I decided I would give my motorcycle my summer haircut. I took off the large windscreen and put back the minimalist shield that it came with. Also took off the GoPro mount there and turned the phone mount horizontal. It really has kind of cleaned it up. I really like the way the cockpit looks now. And it also flows a lot more wind to me while I'm riding, which in the summer months is a blessing. It really gives it a much more aggressive look, and that's one of the things I like about motorcycles, are the looks of them. Well, I do like the larger shield I had on there, and it does help in the winter, maybe block some of the wind from you. I do like the stock look of this. Taking you back through a couple little country roads. Gonna need to be careful, make sure that no gravel driveways got washed into the road with today's thunderstorm. Got plans for a motorcycle commute video coming up. I've been working on something for it. I just haven't gone out and filmed it. I do ride to work all the time, but it actually is a chore, and it adds a little bit more time to get the GoPro set up and the camera on and charged. And in the mornings when I'm rushing to get to work, it's not always the priority for me. But I'll get that out. There are a couple other changes in Moto Scout world. My buddy who did the Route 390 video with me is no longer Eric Concours. He has sold his Kawasaki Concours and replaced it with a 2015 Harley Road King. So you'll still see Eric out on the road with me, I'm sure, but it won't be two sport bikes running down the road. Well, last weekend I did a great ride, and I really should have filmed it. I just wanted to ride rather than worry about talking to the camera. But I went out to Natural Bridge with one of the guys at work. He rides a older model BMW, but he's a really good rider. I'd say my bike is better for the type of riding he does, but he's a much better rider than I am, so I struggle to keep up with him. And I've got another crew I've been riding with, a couple of newer riders. One of them rides a early 2000s SB 650. I love that bike. That from everything I read and hear about it, it's a perfect all-around bike. If you want to do track days, you can do track days. If you want to commute, you can commute. If you want to hit the twisties, it'll be a lot of fun in those too. So with the summer months approaching, I've got a lot of new people to introduce you to and get out and film some good roads. So I took a little bit of a break. There's been a lull in the videos. I probably won't go back to the 3 videos in one impassable bridge. Oh, I can pass that bridge. Actually, I'll go the other way. I probably won't go back to the 3 videos a week schedule because that really did take up quite a bit of time. But I want to get at least 1 or 2 out each week. And it really is, the only hindrance right now is just putting the camera on the helmet and finding something to talk about. But that's where we are. We've got a lot of new bikes introduced to. I did ride a Harley today. It's the first time I've been on a cruiser with the exception of the Honda 250 Rebel I started on. One of my buddies had a friend who, unfortunately, their house burned down last night, and I think it's a early 2000s Super Glide. I don't know. He had it in the garage, and it was right where all of the fire started, really. But some wet drywall fell on it, and there wasn't actually any fire damage to it. So they needed somebody to ride the bike to storage, and he was busy at the burned house to do it himself. So I got to ride a Harley today. It was it was a different experience from what I'm used to. I believe it actually had been lowered. It had the bags that were 3 inches maybe off the ground, so there was no lean angle. It was a big bike, but I did like it. I would not be able to ride that on a regular basis with those bags, though. But that's the beautiful thing about motorcycles and their owners. Everybody can customize their bike to how they want it. So it didn't seem like the bike was damaged. Of course, I don't really know how it was supposed to ride. To be honest, I didn't even know at what RPM I should shift at. Whereas this bike redlines at 12,000 to 14,000. I think it redlined around 6 or maybe 7. I don't know. But, you know, I'd shift, if I short shift this bike, I shifted at 4,000. But if I'm moving, I don't shift it until 6 or 8,000. And that's obviously way too late to be shifting the Harley. So I figured somewhere around 3 was the way I should be doing it. And it didn't lug, so must not have been too bad. Well, I'm just rambling on now, and I've hit a road that's got the yellow stripes on it, so I'm no longer taking you on the backcountry road. So I will go ahead and sign off for now. Looking forward to getting out some more videos for you guys, introducing you to some of my riding buddies and hitting some of these great roads. Until I get the next one out, you guys stay safe, enjoy the open road, and I hope your all's weather is not as crazy as ours. Wait to this guy and sign out. Moto Scout out.